Iris, I'm sorry. I'll be back a little late today. That's fine. I had a dinner first. Oh, I'm going to sleep first. Get some ice cream at the convenience store on the way home. Sure. Though, do you have a minute? I need to talk to you. About what? It's about a company. Things haven't been going so well lately. Oh, you said that before. That's why they'll cut my salary a little bit next month. What? No way! What about your summer bonus? You're not going to lose it, are you? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't get our hopes up. Oh no. I was thinking of traveling abroad this year. The good thing about your company is that you get a large amount of bonuses, right? Can't you do something for that? It's not something I can do. It's just that our business partners went bankrupt one after another. That has nothing to do with employees. Indeed, but we're not a big company. The worst case, we might go bankrupt. What? Bankruptcy? But even if we go bankrupt, don't worry. I think my salary will go down. But there are places that might pick me up through my side connections. I won't bring you trouble, Iris. If your salary goes down any further, it's going to be trouble for me, okay? What will happen to my monthly aesthetic fee? What about my hair salon fee? Can I spend money for my clothing as usual? I guess I want you to save a little. I mean, I've been thinking that you've been spending for it a little too much. Let's go over the family budget together once sometime. I'll never work part-time. I know. So I'd like you to cooperate with me, Iris, even if it's just a little. What? I have a worse feeling right now. Don't say like that. The company's doing its best. I'll do what I can do too. That's none of my business. I try not to make you suffer as much as I can, but sometimes you buy big things, bags that cost hundreds or thousands of dollars. I'd appreciate it if you can save that kind of things from now on. It really sucks. I wanted to buy a new one. I'm sorry. It's going to be summer and I have to wear clothes I bought last year. No, I'm not saying don't buy clothes. I'm just asking you to save a little money. Recently you ordered delivery right away, and the food cost was pretty expensive, wasn't it? So why don't you start cooking more by yourself? I like to eat your home-cooked meal for the first time in a while. I haven't made your home-cooked meal. What? But you cooked for a while after we got married, right? That was made by the person hired for the housekeeping service. I didn't know that. I'm not good at cooking. And I'm not good at cleaning. So if you live with me, it'll cost a lot of money. If you don't want to break up with me, you have to earn a certain level of money. I'll try my best to do so. But even if you do, it won't matter if you don't get results, okay? If you marry me, you have to take responsibility. Yes, but we promise to support each other when we get married, right? I think now is the time for us to support each other. Huh? That's not true. You're trying to lean on me. You're the one who asked me to save money. That's maybe true, but I'm not asking you to work. I'm just asking you to help me make a living. I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to bed. What? I just took a nice bath and was in a good mood, but it's rained. Don't sleep in the bedroom when I get home today. I don't want to see your face. Okay, I sleep on the couch today. Also, you're getting older and getting smelly, so you need to be more careful. I don't want to be around you who's smelly. I can't stand people who smell like my dad. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear what you said today. Please think about it and do something, okay? Iris, I'm going back home early from today. What? Why? I have a plan today and I don't think I'll be home when you're back. Can you change that schedule? I have something important to talk to you. I can't. It's my friend's birthday. If you need to talk, just text me. I'll look at it later. Okay, I'll send it to you now. The company is going bankrupt. What? Are you serious? Yeah, we've all been working hard on that lot of things. But if we don't do anything, we'll be working for free. But I have a few more things to do. I'm still going to work for the rest of the month though. I don't know how much you worked hard. Bankruptcy is bankruptcy, right? It means the company will be gone. What will happen to me? Do we have to move out from this house? I've got some savings, but I also don't know what will happen to us. Maybe we can move to the place with a little lower rent. It's almost the date to renew the house. I can't believe it! Sorry, but I'll make sure to get a decent life for you. I'll probably become a little busier. I'll make sure I will make more money than before. When that's going to be, I can't say when. I can only say as soon as I can. Do I have to live my life believing in something so uncertain? I can't. I knew I shouldn't have gotten together with you who works for a venture company. Don't say like that. I'm doing my best too. I told you I didn't bring you a hard time. You're giving me a hard time! You lost your job. We don't even know how to make a living. I'll get a job soon. I've already talked to someone I know. You said before that your salary will go down. Well, it won't be high enough for the time being. But I'm getting enough money to live on. What's wrong with that? I couldn't get to go on a vacation. I couldn't buy a bag. It's not like you didn't buy anything. Let me make this clear. I'm not interested in you if you don't have any money. What? I married you because you made the most money around. Otherwise, I wouldn't have married you with the ugly guy. You've been thinking like that for a long time. I may not have the best looks, but... Of course not. Did you also lie when you say you liked my personality? Oh, like your kindness? That's not a lie. You're mild-mannered, and I probably like the fact you'd do anything I asked. But that's assuming you had money. I'm not interested in you without money. Iris, tell me that's not true. How long are you dreaming? Let's be realistic. Do you think you're attractive without money? I was with you because you're not noisy and you pay well. Nothing more, nothing less. I've been trying my best to make you happy. And the result is the company's bankrupt. That's the end. I really loved you, Iris. Okay, thank you. I have a good look because I only spend money for that. It's not just about looks. You're confident from the bottom of your heart. And so standing forward, I thought you have a lot of things I don't have. You were so kind to me before we got married and... Oh, you've noticed that I've changed since we've been married. I thought you became a little cold, but I still believe there was something kind in you at the core. The only reason I was nice to you was so we couldn't get married. After marriage, I wanted to buy something too. I see. You really didn't have any feelings for me. We can't get married just because we like each other. I don't want to live in poverty just because of love. It's up to the partner to be miserable or happy. Well, I guess I was wrong. I'm sorry. So I'm divorcing the poor ugly guy. There's no point in being with you. I don't know when you'll be making as much money again. Women have a short shelf life. I need to find another one as soon as possible. Okay, I won't say anything else. That's good. I thought it would be really troublesome if you clung to me now. Make sure you get your share of the property. And I'll get a divorce form tomorrow, so sign it. I'm sorry I treated someone whose company went bankrupt like this. But don't hate me, okay? It's your fault for wanting too much and choosing a pretty wife like me. You have a problem. Who is disproportionate to me? Long time no see. How have you been? Oh, Iris. Oh, you remembered me. Sorry for coming out of nowhere. I was just wondering about you. What do you want? It's not so much. Then don't contact me anymore. I thought you blocked me, so I didn't. I'm blocking all my contacts from now on. Wait a minute! I need to talk to you. I read on the internet. I heard you're the new CEO. Yeah, that's right. Congratulations! You did good. I knew I was a good judge of looking people. You did a good job. You worked so hard because you wanted me to come back. For your sake. Nope, it's all for my wife and child. What? Your wife and child? What do you mean? What do I mean? I'm already married. I work hard for my family. You're remarried? Yes, I am. You've only been divorced 5 years. And you're married? And you have kids? It's been 5 years. When did you get married? 3 years ago. That means you and your current wife have been dating for almost 2 years, right? But you didn't start dating right after you divorced, did you? No. We started dating 6 months after the divorce. What? You got a woman 6 months after you left me? I can't believe it. You're being deceived again. I don't want you to say that. I heard it from a mutual acquaintance after the divorce. You had a man before you got divorced, didn't you? Where's your proof? I don't have it, so I don't blame you. But I knew you'd been going out with a lot of guys right after the divorce. I don't want you to say me what to do. You're going to end up like this again, aren't you? I can assure you of that. You better leave your wife sooner. My wife and I have a trusting relationship. It's not something you need to worry about. I don't know. She's the one who came to you with the money, isn't she? My wife is a former junior, and she's been helping me start my own business. She's been invaluable to me. I'll be fine with it if my wife's cheating on me. I'm still stunned by your nonsense attitude. But I'm the same woman. So I know. I know that all women who approach you easily are only after your money. I don't think you should judge everything by your own criteria. My wife is not like that. What are you talking about? Someone who was deceived by my lies so much. Because I was deceived, I decided really careful. But my wife was the same person before and after marriage. She's not like you. Danny, I'm the only one who really understands you. You really want to live with me again. A pretty and beautiful woman, don't you? You chose me and I know you like a good-looking girl. I said I didn't choose you just because of your face. I don't need a kind of construction. Of course you'd rather have a beautiful woman than an ugly one. Is this what you wanted to talk about? I'm sorry, but I don't have time for you. I'll see you again if it's now. What? If she came to you when you didn't have any money, she didn't have much of a face, right? And she was your junior at the same company. She's definitely not a good-looking girl. What do you think? You can live a happy married life with me again, right? It's not a bad idea. It's the worst. What? I said our marriage was sucked. Now I can say I'm in heaven compared to that. I can have a home-cooked meal every day. And I have a beautiful child. She helps me with my work. There's no wife like her. She's too good for me. All her home-cooked meal is probably delivery. You don't even know if the child is really yours. That's enough. You and I are strangers. If you make any more disparaging remarks about my wife, I will sue you legally. I'm calling my lawyer right now. Oh no, that was a joke. There's something you can joke about and some things you can't. Hey Danny, you used to be nice to me, right? You never got mad at me. That was when you were my wife and I loved you the most. I don't have any feelings to you right now. But I'm your ex-wife. You're a stranger for me now. Actually, I've always regretted. I realized you were perfect for me who was a kind person. It really took me a lot of courage to contact you this time. So what? It's none of my business. Don't be too cold. I know what you've been up to. I haven't heard a lot about you lately. You couldn't get married since our divorce, right? You've been trying to find someone with money, but no one wants you. You're still alone. That's because I couldn't forget you. If that was the case, you would have contacted me sooner. You saw my interview on the internet and found out that I became CEO. You thought you could get money again, right? You thought I would be easy to fool, right? No, I really liked you. I finally realized it. Don't say that. I don't believe a word you say anymore. You don't love me. You love me because I have money. But I've always been grateful to you for divorcing me. You left me and you let me meet my wonderful wife. I'm so glad I left you, because you're disproportionate to me. I immediately blocked all of contacts of Iris. When I asked my acquaintances about Iris' current state, they told me that perhaps she has set her hopes too high. I don't know if other men have found out about her true nature, but she doesn't seem to be in a relationship with anyone. Of course, marriage is not everything, and there are many happy singles out there. However, in Iris' case, her fundamental desire to get married and live a comfortable life. She seems to be in a great hurry to find a marriage partner. She also says that even though she's in her mid-30s, she's looking for a young man in his 20s with money. It'll be difficult for someone who is unemployed and has been playing around to even get close to a man with such requirements. I don't know when she will be able to look at herself objectively. If things continue as she is now, she won't be able to have the future she wants. But I'm a stranger now, so it's none of my business. I hope I will never have to deal with it again. And I will continue to do my best to be happy with the family I have now, to make my wife happier, who has supported me, to make my child live in peace. I will do my best to do what I can do, while cherishing the time I have with my family.
Victor, answer the damn phone. I have been trying to call you for the past hour. Why did you leave with the keys? Come back home.
So you can let your disobedient daughter back in the house. Do you see what happens when you give kids choices? They go ahead and disrespect you. I'm tired of your daughter, Gail. You failed to teach her how to respect her elders.
My husband, please don't make such a rushed decision. I know that Malcolm is a nice boy, but if our daughter doesn't want to date him, then we should not force her.
Do you think that there is a choice in the matter? Let me remind you once again who my friend Elijah is. Elijah is a filthy rich man who has a son with a very bright future. They have houses and businesses all over the world. If we were to be associated with a man like that all along with his family, then our life will be changed.
But we're living a good enough life already. I don't agree with you forcing our daughter out of the house because she refuses to play their games. What happened to you? You never used to value money over your own daughter's happiness.
There is the keyword, happiness. Have I not taken care of you and your daughter? Have you not had the best food, clothing, and anything else that money can buy? I did my part. I was the provider of this family and you had one job, woman. One job, and that was to teach our daughter proper morals. Now she's claiming to be in love with a carpenter.
Peter is a good and hardworking man. If only you would meet him.
I don't want to meet him. I have chosen Malcolm for my daughter.
Please come home and let us discuss this as a family. I'm driving home now. Our daughter called us crying after you kick her out.
These teens are full of too much drama. I told her that she needs to leave the house and go out for a few days to clear her mind. Seeing her and being reminded of how she embarrassed us last night at dinner with Malcolm and his dad made me very angry. The last thing I want to do is harm my daughter.
You have already broken your daughter's heart. I told you to give me some time to try to convince her to willingly give Malcolm a chance to get to know her. If she's going to date him, she has to like him.
But Malcolm adores her. He has ever since they were 12. That is why he told his dad he wants to date her. If they date, we will be rolling in wealth, my love. She's 22 and doesn't have a job. We cannot take care of her for the rest of our lives.
I don't agree with this at all. Come home before I fine you. You will not kick my daughter out of her own house because of some stupid deal you and your drinking buddy made. Do you think that we're back in the olden days?
Fine, I'll come home and make you see that what I'm talking about makes a lot of sense.
Hey, sweetie, where are you? I have just arrived home. I'm sorry that I left you alone. I didn't think that he would kick you out after I left. I cannot see you at the front door. I left, Mom. Why did you leave? We can wait for your dad. I'm so close to convincing him to drop the idea of you dating Malcolm. And we don't need his keys. I can get someone to open the door for us. No, Mom. Drop it. He will be upset if you disobey him and he will kick us both out. He can kick us out if he wants, but you are my daughter and this is your home. There's no use, Mom. The look on his face when he told me that I embarrassed him last night and I would embarrass him even more by staying in this house, He said that he and Elijah had already had a plan so that our dating would be beneficial. I have only been given vague details about this, but, well, I know they're going to try to get me married to Malcolm. You guys think that Malcolm is a good guy, but he's not. I cannot love someone like him. I love my Peter. I know, just tell me where you are. I'm coming there. Do you have anything with you? Only my clothes. Mom, he pushed me onto the steps of a door and slammed it. At least I had my phone with me and he did not take it.
Where are you right now? I will come and fetch you and make him apologize.
No, Mother, I'm scared of him.
Okay, I will not take you back there, but let me know where you are. I will send you money so you can book somewhere to stay for the night.
Thank you, Mom. I'm at Patricia's house, the one opposite the middle school.
We'll be there soon, sweetie. Clean out your daughter's room. Donate the clothes to a charity if you want. Why? This is my house, is it not? So why are you asking me questions? You are lucky I did not send you and your immoral daughter back to your mom's house so that you could learn about respecting your husband. In fact, maybe I should send you back to your mother's house because I dislike your tone these days. It is like I'm arguing with another man in my house.
I'm sorry, my husband. I'm just worried about what people would think of you if you kick your own daughter out of the house.
I apologize on her behalf for the dinner with Malcolm and how bad it went. She wasn't prepared enough. I see you are trying to bother me. It was working all along, but I'm losing patience. I love you and you have made my house a home all along, which was why I decided to tell you about my plan and asked you to make this easier for us. If I didn't care about you, I would have just told her she's dating Malcolm and you would not have a say in the matter.
I understand and respect you.
So please, now, take her clothes out of her room. We can look for a tenant for the house or something, but she's not coming back here until she agrees to date him.
Yes, Victor.
Hey, I have put your clothes in storage. I have also taken your certificates, ID and license and hidden them. I know he will look for them. I will send a courier with them to Pat's house. He is watching my every move when I leave the house, so I cannot bring them to you.
Thank you, Mom.
I have an aunt out of town. Could stay with her.
No, he ran me out of the house, but he does not own this town.
But you cannot stay with Pat forever.
I know, but there's some jobs I applied to. Once I get a job, I can support myself. Thank you, Mom, for risking so much for me.
No, don't thank me. I am helpless, my daughter. I agreed to that relationship in the first place and stood by while I heard you crying every night. I failed you as a mom, my dear. I have.
You have not.
Did you tell Peter about this?
Yes, he's supportive of me. He has been driving me everywhere like my bodyguard. But I feel guilty about dragging him into this mess. Others who have left me already.
He's a good and honest man. I'm proud that he's dating my daughter. Keep in contact if you need anything.
Thank you, Mother.
Hi, I am at the grocer and my card is declining. Can you please fix it or send me cash so I can buy a fruit? You have been shopping a lot lately, even though there are two of us.
Well, it is month end and I'm shopping for nutritious food. It is much healthier.
Give me the shopping list and I will buy all the food for you. I blocked your card.
But why?
You have been sending money to that no good daughter of yours. You disobeyed me. You will regret this.
No, please, I'm sorry, my love.
I should divorce you.
But I don't have anything. My family will not take me back.
But you can find a job to take care of yourself and your daughter. Maybe your son-in-law can take care of you. But don't worry, I will not hurt you. You're my family. But your daughter told me that she's no longer related to me, so I cannot extend the same kindness to her. Don't hurt her. I swear, don't hurt her. Hi, I cannot get hold of Mia. Where is she? I don't know how to say this. She is in the hospital. Some burglars came to her house and hurt her. She's fine now. How could Victor do this? It is not Victor.
Elijah then?
Not him either. It's Malcolm.
I don't understand.
Malcolm has been harassing your daughter over the phone for some years, begging her to date him, but she refused. So he told his rich father to make it happen. Your husband was paid money to make it happen. If he cannot, he will have to pay back the money.
He didn't tell me that part. But that's not important now. Please come and fetch me. I need to check on my daughter. I'm on my way.
Okay, good. Sweetheart, where are you? Please answer my calls. Come back home. Where are you? I have been calling you. You will never leave this house again. If you don't come home right now, I will take my life and blame you. I will find you no matter where you are. Your daughter owes me for the money I spent on her education. Malcolm is growing impatient.
I'm not coming back to your house, and neither will Mia.
No, you must come back. Where will you stay?
Do not concern yourself with that. I'm done.
You leave me no choice. The break-in was a warning. I have been protecting you from Malcolm and his dad, but now I withdraw my protection.
Oh, they want a married woman? What do I tell everyone that you're trying to sell someone's wife?
What do you mean? Gail, what have you done? Please tell me you did not ruin things for our family.
She got married to Peter yesterday. Good luck making Malcolm date a married woman. Imagine how that will look for a very influential family. I suggest that you must start looking for the money that Elijah paid you.
Gail, tell me you're joking and this is just a prank. Come back home with my daughter, please. I'm sorry I was too extreme in the way I went about it. Please tell me my baby girl did not get married without me present.
She did. You are the one who said that she's not your daughter.
No, please tell me there's a way to fix this. I was wrong in kicking her out. I was wrong for taking the money.
Now you want to talk about regret? A few days ago you were threatening me to come home. You are such a manipulative man, and I cannot believe that I put up with this for our entire marriage. If you had been this cruel only to me, I would have endured it. I would have, because I said my vows. But not to a poor innocent baby who did not choose to be put in this world or to fall in love with a person her dad does not like.
Please come home. We can fix this.
I believe that this is just another manipulation tactic so that you can once again gain control. I'm not coming back home.
Gail! Gee, the love of my life. Please forgive me. My ego was too strong and I forgot about the family's happiness. I only had good intentions, and that was to set our daughter up with a good match who would guarantee her a good life.
The good match that you wanted for her has been harassing her for months and basically told his dad to make her his at whatever cost, be it monetary. That good match is the reason your daughter had a break-in where she stays and nearly got permanently scarred. You stopped my car so that I could not help her out.
I had no choice. I made a deal.
You did have a choice to protect our family and not make that deal, so don't tell me such nonsense.
Please come home.
I need space. Don't contact me. I will contact you. Hi, how are you doing?
Girl, is it really you?
I heard from your mother that you have not been feeling well. Have you gone to the doctor?
What use are doctors? When you were here, I would never get sick.
Eat your food and see a doctor.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Yes?
Can you bring Mia home? I want to see her and apologize.
She doesn't want to see you, not yet.
I have something for her and Peter. A car. I think it would be important, especially if they want to start a family. And you can come visit too. It is our anniversary soon.
I will come see you in a few days. There's stuff we need to discuss.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom. So how did it go? He didn't take it so well, but I could see that he was holding it in because we were in public space. But I cannot do this anymore. I cannot stay married to him. He told me that I will not get anything from him, and it's fine. I'm sure I can find a job and take care of myself. I'm so proud of you, Mom, for having the strength to tell him that you're leaving. I know that you're scared of him. Not anymore. I'm choosing myself now. As you should. Are you on your way home? No, I booked a motel. Where he stays? Are you mad? He would not hurt me. Text me if you need something. I think there's someone in my room. Should I call the police? Mom? Mom? Hi, I'm fine. Security got him out. He was hiding on the balcony and he tried to attack me. I'm coming to fetch you right now. I will not let you stay in the same city as him. After Victor tried to attack Gail, she got a restraining order against him. In the divorce proceedings, she got half the money and she decided to press charges of attempted murder. He's currently in jail for a few months. His friend Elijah and his son Malcolm got another girlfriend from Malcolm, but the relationship does not look too healthy. Mia and Peter are living very happily together.
Hey Mom, about what we talked about the other day. Have you thought about living with us? Gregory, I'm sorry. I haven't decided yet. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. But I'm a little worried about you living alone. It's not that I don't want to live with you, but when I think about Nancy, you're my son, so you may feel like you're coming back home. But for Nancy, it's not a good idea, is it? I don't think there is any bride who wants to live with their mother-in-law. I wouldn't say that. You're kind and you won't bully her, right? Of course I wouldn't. I don't want to be a bad mother-in-law. Then it'll be fine. Besides, it was Nancy's idea to live with you. Oh, really? Whenever she sees Mom, she tells me that you're so sweet. She says she's really happy to have you as a mother. I'm glad she says that, but I think it's a different story if we were to live together. I was worried about that too. But Nancy wants to have her own house as soon as possible. If we live together, we can save money faster, right? It's an advantage for us too, or maybe only advantage. If you want to save money, living together is one way. Of course, I'll pay the living expenses. And we can put the rent money into savings. Plus, Nancy wants to learn how to cook with you. I see, but I've never cooked great dishes before. I don't know if I can teach her. It means that you can even make the ordinary food taste good. Well, you know, it's all about how you feel. So take your time. I'm sure you need to have some time to think about it. The house is too big for me to live. Like I said, it's not that I don't want to live with you. It's just that living together might give us both a chance to see what will bother each other. How about we give it a try? We have enough money saved up to move. If it's too difficult to live together, then we'll rent again. That's fine, but are you guys okay with that? Doesn't it make you guys spend more money? If it happens, then there's no choice. I don't think we should force each other to live together. We're the ones who are asking for it. Well then, I might consider it. Let's talk about it more on my day off. I will come home with Nancy. She might want to see the actual house to decide which room we'll use. Right, our house is too old, so she might say she doesn't like it. I don't think so. She says she likes the atmosphere of that house. Then I'll clean the house extra more so that she'll like it even more. You like to clean up and the house is already clean. But the rooms I don't use are dusty. When you live alone, you only clean the rooms you use. We'll clean the rooms we use so you don't have to. We're just grateful that you're living with us. Is that so? Then I'll just clean the air upstairs, which we'll probably use, okay? Yeah, that's fine. I'll let her know you're okay with us living together. Yes, please. Tell Nancy that I said hi. Excuse me, Mother. Can you take our laundry in? Okay, sure. I'm shopping now. I'll take them in when I'm done. Oh, and are you shopping for dinner? Yes, I am. It's a nice day, so I just came to pick up some groceries during my walk. I'm sorry, I should be the one to do it. It's okay. You're meeting a friend for the first time in a while, right? Enjoy your time. I'll make dinner. Are you sure? It's my turn tonight. Did you have a menu that you were planning to cook? If I shouldn't, then I won't do anything. No, it's fine. It tastes better when you cook it. I like to ask you to make it, if you could. Sure, I'll do it. Thank you. I'm sorry that I always end up relying on you. We live together, but I'm not helpful at all. It's what I've been doing every day, so no worries. Besides, I'm glad you guys enjoy my dishes. I'm glad to hear that. I'll be back before dinner. Okay, have a safe trip home. Oh, Mother, can I ask you one more favor? Yes, of course. Actually, I haven't finished ironing the shirts Gregory asked me to. I left them in the bedroom, so if you have time, could you do it for me? He has been asking me to do it for a while now. I'm afraid he'll get mad if I don't do it today. That's fine. But is it okay if I go into your room without permission? It's your private space. Yes, if it's you, it's totally fine. Fine. Then I'll do the ironing. Thank you very much. It's next to the bed and there are 3 of them. Oh, please don't tell him about this. Yeah, okay. I won't tell my son, so don't worry. Mother, please get 6 cans of beer when you go shopping today. And please have some snacks ready for me. You drink 6 cans of beer? Gregory's on a business trip today. I want to be free once in a while. But it's a little heavy for me. I also have to buy milk and water bottles today. Why don't you go twice? You can go out again after you brought them back home. Nancy, you're at the hair salon now, right? Yes. Why don't you buy them on your way home? I can't. I'm planning to go shopping after the hair salon, so I can't buy beer. Well, okay, I'll buy them then. You pay for them later, right? What? We're paying for your living expenses and you're taking money? That's for utilities and the food we eat together, right? You said you'll pay on your own for everything except the food, right? Why not only this time? I'm saying this because it's not occasional. Oh, and please change the sheets in our bedroom. And also please make the bed. I have to do it while Gregory is on a business trip. Nancy, I hate to say this, but why don't you try doing a little more by yourself? But you're faster and more neat. I think it's better than me doing it. That's what Gregory asked you to do, right? We do our own chores as much as possible. That was our rule, wasn't it? Besides, you're a housewife. Mother, did you know there's no wife who would live with their mother-in-law nowadays? I think you should be a little more grateful to me. It's not like I asked you to live with me. Gregory has always cared about you. That's why I suggested him to live with us. Thanks to me, you get to live with your cute son. Did you know that? So you didn't really want to live with me? Yes, I thought that living with you would make housework easier. You're my housekeeper. It's not a matter of whether I like you or not. You didn't want to do the housework, so you moved in with me? That's not all. I don't have to pay the rent, so I can spend money on my makeup and stuff, which means my life will be better too. Young people these days have less money than your generation. I think at least you should do this for me. You can live with your son, and I can live comfortably. We both have advantages. I would have been fine with being on my own. But Gregory was worried about you. As a wife, it's wonderful that I understood him and suggested this plan, isn't it? Maybe so, but Gregory is enjoying his life. If your son is happy, you're happy too, right? You think that everything will be fine as long as I obey you. If that's how it all works out, why don't you just go with it? You said you've been doing the housework since you lived alone, right? I did say that, but I didn't think I have to do everything you should be doing. It's better to keep moving your body. It'll prevent going senile. I'm using you because I think about you. I can even move you to a nursing home, you know? Please consider your situation. I hope you fulfill your life by showing you're useful. Excuse me, Mother. Didn't I tell you to leave $300 on the table before you go shopping? I can't find it. Perhaps you forgot? I never agreed to lend you money. What? I'm going to use it today. Then what should I do? You borrowed $200 from me last time, didn't you? And you still haven't returned it. I can't lend you anymore. You don't go shopping much, do you? Our country is getting poorer year by year because old people don't use money to keep the economy going. That's why I'm trying to make the economy better. Nancy, I want to stop living with you. Huh? What are you saying? I'm enjoying my life and now you want me to move out? I can't live with you anymore. You're forcing me to do all the housework. And I'm like a housekeeper every day. And lately, you've even been taking my money. I'm worse than a housekeeper. I don't want to live like this. Wow, you would say something like that. Gregory would be very sad if he has to live separately with you. He was so happy to be able to live with you. Still, it's better than continuing to lie to my son. Shut your mouth. Be quiet and listen to me, you old hag. If you have a problem with me, I'll throw you into a nursing home. And this whole house will be mine. Are you sure? It's going to happen. What are you telling to my mom? Are you serious? Excuse me? Why are you saying my mom? Did you go senile already? It's me, Gregory. Gregory is at work right now. Are you trying to shut me up with a lie like that? Well, that won't work. No, I'm not lying. Mom said she has something to tell me, so we're at a cafe together. What the hell are you doing? You've been making her do all the housework and asking for money? How dare you? Are you really Gregory? That's right. We'll talk about our future when we get home tonight. You should be prepared. No, it's not like what you're thinking, Gregory. Don't take it in a wrong way. There's a reason for this. Is there a reason? You just wanted some time and money to play, didn't you? I'm sorry I don't have money for you to treat yourself. No, it's not like that. I was just spoiled by your mother's kindness. She spoiled you? By being treated like a slave? You just went overboard because she was nice to you and didn't complain. I just saw all your past messages. I'm sorry. I'm not good at housework. I thought you'd be happier if she does it. What kind of excuse is that? Besides, you should be apologizing to my mom, not me. But you're mad too. Of course I am. I'm sorry. Whatever. We'll talk about it when we get home. I don't think I can be with you anymore. Wait! Gregory! I'll never be rude to your mother again. He's back at work. I'm sorry, Mother. Nancy, you thought I wouldn't tell him, didn't you? No, not like... If you didn't think so, you wouldn't be that arrogant. You thought you found a good housekeeper who is not assertive and will do anything. I'm so sorry, Mother. Actually, I'm really bad at housework. I was afraid because I can't do it like you. But I'm not sure if you had pushed me to do it before you do anything. You thought I wouldn't say anything and would listen to you, right? Otherwise, I don't think you would have moved in with me. I kind of knew that I was being disrespected from you from the beginning. I didn't mean to. I just really went overboard. I don't know what's going to happen between you and Gregory. Anyway, let's stop living together. Please leave as soon as possible. Mother, am I getting divorced? I don't know. Gregory will decide. Will you forgive me? Of course, I won't be rude to you again. You don't even have to live with me. But I don't want to get divorced. I really love him. Then you should have thought about how to treat me, so that you could prove that it was true. I don't think anyone who loved their parents would forgive you for doing that. I'm truly sorry. So please tell him to reconsider the divorce. You come this far and you still think I'm an idiot. How can I cooperate with you after what you've done to me? That's enough. There's no love towards you because of this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mother. I'm not your mother-in-law. You haven't treated me like that since we moved in together. So no matter what you say, I won't listen to you anymore. I won't forgive you, and I won't talk about you with my son. You should think more about your situation and act wisely. Later on, my son and his wife discussed about their future. He was too shocked by her two-faced personality and chose to divorce her. Of course, she was crying and clinging to him, saying that she didn't want to divorce him. It seemed like he couldn't forgive her for treating me so badly, so he never reconsidered the divorce. As a result, she was the one who had to leave the house. I didn't want to be the kind of mother-in-law who would cause problems with my son's wife when he got married. But I never thought that she would do something to me. Besides, it was my dream to live together with my son's family. So it may be also my fault that I did not tell her right away. In fact, I am not the type of person who is assertive, so I guess she knew that I would be patient. Also, after Nancy moved out, she did not save money at all. She used the money which she saved for rent to have fun. My son said it was only a matter of time when to get divorced. When Nancy's parents apologized to us, they told us that she had always spent money wastefully, and that since she could have more money to spend freely, she had been acting selfishly. Even so, it had nothing to do with me. I believe that she was thinking of taking the easy way out and taking money from me from the beginning. I was relieved to be rid of such a person. My son has apologized to me many times since then. I was the one who decided to live with them, and I was the one who put up with her. I told him that it was just bad luck this time, but he said he didn't want to be in a relationship for a while. As a mother, I am a little worried that my son will have to live alone like this. I would like to stay by his side until he gets back on his feet and support him in finding new happiness. And I promised that even if he ever got remarried, I would never live with them again. Isabella, Mom told me. I heard you decided to get married. Yes. Congratulations! I can't believe that you, adult girl, are getting married before me. I'm so surprised. Thank you. That's it? I reached out to you, but you're kind of cold. Maybe it's because you've done things in your life that have left you cold. What? What are you talking about? Did I do something? You've been making fun of me for a long time. Have I? I don't remember doing anything like that. You just called me dull, didn't you? Oh no, that's just a joke. I didn't mean to offend you. I've told you many times that I don't like that kind of thing. You're still as detailed as ever. If you worry about every little thing, your life won't be fun, will it? I think you don't care enough. How much trouble I've been put through. Do you have any idea about that? Trouble? I have no idea. You ran away from somewhere to my house at the end of last year too, didn't you? You stole your coworker's boyfriend, and then she found out and came to your house because of that. What? Was that my fault? Wasn't it the guy who cheated on her? You're both to blame. It's crazy to mess with the partner of someone you're close to in the first place. I remember when I was in high school, your boyfriend fell in love with me too. Maybe you've been holding on to your roots for a long time. I don't expect you. I know it's pointless for me to get upset. Oh, you mean you won't let me see your fiancé? Maybe you think I'll take him away from you again. I just don't want to invite trouble. You know, you say a lot of unnecessary things. I'm not interested in your fiancé. I mean, he works at a factory, right? I really laughed when I heard that. How can you marry someone who works in a factory uniform? You really need to fix that kind of thing. You're saying the same thing to everyone around you, aren't you? What's wrong with that? Nobody wants to work in a factory. Wouldn't you prefer an elite businessman or something? Don't think you're right. Besides, I think any profession is respectable. I believe factory workers can get married because of someone like you. The right person for the right job? I don't know, but I guess they're attracted to each other on the same level. Enough. Talking to you makes me sick. You don't have to say it like that. If you feel uncomfortable with it, doesn't that mean I've got a point? I believe no one likes their young fiancé to be disrespected. What? You're not disrespecting him. Enough. Stop talking. As your sister, I'll tell you one last thing. If you keep acting like that, you're really going to lose friends around you. I think you should start to think about yourself a little more objectively. Well, whatever you say, it's not good enough for me. You and I are in different positions, aren't we? A pretty woman can do whatever she wants. People are kind to me just because I'm pretty and beautiful. Okay, you're going to have a right? I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of poor people, so I'm not going to the wedding. Fine. I'm planning to have just my family and close friends. I see. Well, I hope you don't regret getting married. Even if you have money problems in the future, don't rely on our parents, okay? Hey sis, I've got the invitation for the wedding. Oh, did you get it? Actually, I'm getting married too. It's going to be a gorgeous ceremony, so please dress up as much as you can. Don't embarrass me. Why? Why are you doing this? About what? It's my wedding day. It's the same day as the wedding I was planning. Huh? Was it? But I sent the wedding invitations to everybody first. If you sent the invitations to them afterwards, wouldn't they all be turned off? What kind of sister goes out of her way to put her own ceremony on top of her elder sister's wedding? You chose the same way to ruin my wedding, didn't you? I can't believe you're thinking like that. I really can't believe it. Do you enjoy doing this? What? I don't think it's fun or anything. I just did what I wanted to do. What's your problem? The groom's name. This guy was at the same college as you, right? Oh, you remember. He used to be a dull guy, so I didn't take him seriously before. But now he works for a big company. So I just took him out for dinner and suddenly he asked me to marry him. Didn't you say he was creepy? He came to our parents' house without a notice. He seemed a little insidious. Now he has better looks than before. Above all, I'm fine with it because he has money. If he has money, he can make himself look better as much as he wants. I see. But after college, he married someone who looked like you. Didn't you make fun of him? Yeah, he left his ex-wife shortly after he and I started seeing each other. He said he'd rather have me than his ex-wife. But are you okay with it? Do you really like him? Of course I do. I love the fact that he has money. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm asking if you sincerely want to marry him. Hey, you know what? There's a difference between someone who will be my boyfriend and someone who will be my husband. Marriage can't be built on love alone. Marrying someone who loves me, that makes me happy the most. Don't you feel sorry for his ex-wife or something? Because, I mean, even if it was only temporary, you were dating a married man, right? Huh? Why would I care about that? It's his fault for dumping her, isn't it? That's how unattractive she was. Didn't you have an affair once before and demanded alimony? And did you forget that mom and dad scolded you for that? They said there's no next time, right? That guy paid all the alimony, so I'm fine. Too bad. In the end, getting a man who's reliable is the right thing to do. So you really don't think any of it, do you? Oh, I got a call from my cousin that she's coming to the wedding. Isabella, I'm sorry. My parents and relatives decided to come to my wedding instead. Your wedding will be like a wake. Oh, why don't you change the date? There are still a few days left, so you won't have to pay any fee for the change. It's okay. We've always planned to have a small number of people. Besides, I'm not going to change the date since we picked our anniversary. Oh, really? You didn't have to do it on the same day. You just had to pick the same day, didn't you? It's just a coincidence. We're sisters, so maybe we're telepathic. I don't care about that. I won't have anything to do with you from now on. I don't want to have a relationship with you as a family member or as your sister. You're going to cut me off just because my wedding is on the same day as yours? I think it's also quite a thing to intentionally put a wedding on the date. And it's not the only reason. I can't stand your personality, sis. I've put up with it because we're family, but I can't take it anymore. Okay, well, I don't need you in my life. Do what you want. I've been accused of having plastic surgery because of my ugly sister. I'm going to live as an only child from now on. You do that. It's easier for me to live that way. Bye. Good luck with your miserable poor wedding. You and your factory working husband are going to have a hard time for the rest of your lives. Isabella, how's the crappy wedding? Are you enjoying it? It hasn't started yet, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. You're just being tough like that, aren't you? What's the point of having a wedding when parents won't even be there? Why didn't you move the date? It's okay. I'm really happy. I'm really glad that everybody's celebrating with me. Who's everyone? The husband and his little family, and my parents and our friends. My parents? My parents are coming to my wedding. They didn't go there, did they? They haven't come yet, but I'm sure they'll be here soon. And the guests are going to keep coming. It's going to be a great day. Really? Why don't you ask the staff if the guests are coming? Huh? Why? Wait a minute. They said they need to talk to me now. Okay. Isabella, are you sure Mom and Dad are there? No one has come to my wedding yet. Yes. Everyone's having fun at my wedding. The ceremony hasn't started yet though. You're still in the middle of the pre-party. What? Why? Our parents and all the relatives, they replied to me that they would attend my wedding. Sis, did you really think they would celebrate with you like that? I'm getting married, remember? And with a rich guy at a fancy place. It would be weird if they didn't congratulate me. I sent the invitations first. Why should your wedding ceremony take priority over mine? It's the result of what you've been doing to them. Huh? When you meet people, you always talk down on them. You always look for faults in others and show off. Which part of such a person are they supposed to like? We're family, so likability is not relevant. You and your husband were having an affair at first, right? I didn't tell him to break up. He just left his wife on his own. Even if so, people around you and his ex-wife wouldn't see it that way. Your husband's ex-wife came to our parents' house a few days ago. She wants us to pay alimony. What? My husband said he already paid alimony. He didn't pay for it. Neither for you or for himself. What? What's going on? Your husband, by the way, he doesn't seem to have any money. No? His ex-wife told me that he lied about working for a famous company. The wedding expenses and the present for you. He had to borrow money to pay for everything. No way. Are you kidding me? Are you making this up on purpose because you can't stand that I'm happy? It's true. He lied to you because he wanted you to like him, didn't he? Why don't you ask him about that? That's not possible. He's already spent thousands on me, remember? Anyway, tell our parents to come to my wedding right now. If things continue as it is, none of the guests I've invited will show up. Please, tell them quickly. There's no time. Mom, Dad, and relatives, they won't attend your wedding. Oh, but they said they'll just send a wedding gift later because they feel sorry for you for canceling at the last minute. I don't understand. I want people more than money right now. You want me to have a wedding where only the bride's side of the table is empty? Sis, do you know how many times we've been charged alimony by the wife of a partner you had an affair with? This is the second time. As you can see, our parents are more than pissed off. If our parents won't celebrate with you, why would our relatives come? It's my wedding, you know. Canceling at the last minute is horrible. And my friends and co-workers aren't coming either. Did you do something? Are you trying to humiliate me because I arranged the wedding on the same date? Why would I do such a thing? I don't want anything to do with you. Oh, by the way, I heard from his ex-wife. I heard there's some kind of a victim group against you. What? You have been stealing boyfriends from your colleagues and your friends. You've been messing around with other people's boyfriends without any hesitation, haven't you? And you're always talking down on me. You have a lot of things that make people hate you. So what? Most of your coworkers and friends that you sent invitation to, they said they were going to ditch you. Women are scary at times like this. They take revenge at the worst possible moment. Are you sure none of them are coming? I don't know all the details, but I guess if they haven't shown up at your wedding, that's what it means. Hey, I can't have a ceremony like this. Your husband's guests are there, right? This is not the first time for him, and he left his wife, so my parents-in-laws aren't coming either. He's invited fewer people than I have. I see. Well, that's tough. I mean, wouldn't your wedding be the miserable one, sis? Hey, please, can you ask at least mom and dad to come to my wedding? If possible, would you please reach out to our relatives too? Why me? If you ask them, I'm sure they will listen to you, right? Please. There's no time left. We decided to get married, and this can't be happening. You brought this on yourself, didn't you? Even this marriage of yours. I decided to get married first. That's why you rushed to get married legally and arrange the ceremony, right? Are you really that condescending? I'm not doing that. I'm the oldest sister, so it was natural for me to get married first, wasn't it? But since you decided to get married on your own, why don't you stop competing with others? You're only making it harder for yourself. Why do I have to be told what to do by you, ugly dog? Don't tell me what to do. You've been living your life looking down on others like that. Isn't that what brought you here? That's why no one will celebrate for you. Isabella, I'm sorry that was out of line. I'll be careful from now on. It's too late for everything. I'm sorry. I'm begging you. Please let me have our parents come to my ceremony. After today's wedding, I really won't make you any trouble. I don't want to be bothered anymore. That's why I've cut you off. If you're really sorry, you can handle it yourself. Well, my wedding is about to start too. Goodbye, sis. Let's get married and be happy with each other. Good luck with your miserable wedding with your self-proclaimed rich husband. After that, my sister's wedding began, but only a few guests from her husband's side came. It seemed the ceremony started off in the worst possible situation, but there was no way my sister could stand the atmosphere. The wedding was eventually called off before the reception. Also, apart from her relatives, none of my sister's friends and acquaintances from her side came to her wedding. As I thought, someone who had been frustrated with my sister up until this point had laid the groundwork, and they were encouraging everyone to cancel in the last minute. Furthermore, as the ex-wife informed me, my sister's husband does not work for a famous company. He was an ordinary company employee and had borrowed thousands of dollars to marry my sister. When she found out, she immediately tried to divorce him. Her husband, who was pathologically in love with my sister, would never have agreed to it. They still don't seem to be getting a divorce yet. My parents are completely fed up with my sister's second affair. My sister has nowhere to go for help now, since she's cut off from the rest of the family. I don't know what will happen to my sister from now on. I think she lives a life not nearly as ideal as she has imagined, paying off her husband's debts, and there's also the issue of an alimony, which won't be resolved anytime soon. I want her to take a hard look at what she has done, and I want her to reflect on it. But honestly, I don't expect anything from my sister. So at the very least, as long as she doesn't bother us, I don't care what happens to her. Thanks to my sister's usual behavior, my parents celebrated our marriage. We were able to have our wedding ceremony with the blessing of everyone around us. My husband and I are enjoying our married life together. I have been frustrated and disgusted with my sister, but there was a part of us that spoiled her too, because we were a family. But finally, I was able to sort out these feelings. So I'm going to stay away from my sister. From now on, I will take care of people who care about me, and I will always remember to be thankful and build a happy home with my husband.
My father is not well, apparently.
What? What's going on? Is he sick?
He doesn't have long to live.
What? Is it that bad? Is he in the hospital?
Yes, he is.
Really? Your mother must be having a hard time too. I think you should go visit him as soon as possible.
Yeah, you go check him.
Just me? You're not going?
I don't need to go. I never had that strong relationship with my father to begin with.
It's not about only that. He is your own father, remember?
Yes, but I have to work. I'm busy.
I have to work too.
No matter what you think, I'm busier than you.
But I'm also worried about your mother. You could at least make time to go visit them, couldn't you?
That's why I'm telling you to go. For the sake of my inheritance, you should go visit him on my behalf. Please make it seem like we're doing a lot for them too.
What? You want me to go visit your father for that?
Why else would I do it? I don't know how much of his assets I'm going to receive. It all depends on your attitude towards them. Make sure you flatter my mother.
I'm not going there for that. I'm going to see them because I'm worried about them.
Then behave well.
So you really don't want to go?
No, I'm not going.
Why? Aren't you worried about them? It must be hard for your mother who is accompanying him. And your father is having an even harder time. You're his eldest son. Shouldn't you go see him?
You sound like my mother. Maybe that's why I feel annoyed.
How am I being annoying?
The relationship between me and my family is none of your business. I say you, as my wife, should behave appropriately and well. If you can't do that, then what's the point of me marrying you?
I didn't think I married you for that. I feel sorry for your father that you're this cold.
I don't care. I don't need you to tell me that. Bye.
Wait a minute! You've been coming home late lately, or even sometimes you come home the next day. What are you doing?
Huh? I'm working, of course. Why are you asking me that? No sense in answering such an obvious question.
I know you're lying.
What?
You say you come home late from work, but you hardly ever work overtime, do you? I ran into your colleague, Mr. Sanders, at the train station the other day. I said you're going home early to him. He told me that these days the company is sending them home early to cut down on overtime pay. So he said he was exhausted because he was so busy during the day.
He's in a different department.
Mr. Sanders also mentioned you.
Me? What did he say?
Recently, when he invites you out for a drink, you say you need to go home right away. And he said it's nice that you and I get along so well.
Oh, I see.
But you haven't been home early lately, have you? Do you have another place to return to?
Shut up! You're my wife, so you'd better shut your mouth. I come home after all, so that's fine.
That's not the point.
Anyway, you behave yourself with my mother and father. I can't go visit them because I'm busy. But tell them I'm very worried about him or something.
Why don't you go and tell them that yourself? Well, that's enough. I get it. Hannah, thanks again for your help today. I know you must be busy too, but you came all the way to the hospital. You say you're doing this for Brian, who's busy with work. I really appreciate that you take your time for us. Thank you for saying that. But it must be hard for you too. You visit him every day, right? Let me know if you get tired. I will cover for you. You can always tell me. Thank you. Hannah, you're truly a great daughter-in-law. Brian is lucky to be married to a wife like you. He doesn't seem to think so. But just having you say so is a relief to me. Thank you very much. My husband is not going to make it. Please don't say that. Let us not give up hope until the end. The doctor told me he had at most 1 week to live. Oh no. I think we'll be discussing his inheritance soon. All of our children are boys. Sad to say, but I guess so. I hope he manages to get through. So, I need to talk to you about something. Oh, what is it? Could we meet outside the hospital? Of course, you can talk to me about anything. Your father took his last breath. Now we will move to the funeral home to make our arrangements. The funeral will be about 2 days later.
Oh, I see. Sorry, but I'm not going to be at the funeral.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's your father's funeral.
You'll be there and that's enough. I'm going on a trip tomorrow.
Huh? A trip? You never told me that.
I didn't tell you, so it's no surprise you didn't know. I've already made a reservation and can't cancel, so I will miss the funeral.
You're just joking, right? At a time like this. How could the eldest son not attend his father's funeral?
I don't care about my father's funeral, frankly.
What did you say?
No one discusses inheritance at a funeral, right?
Are you really only interested in his assets? You didn't even visit him once.
I met him at the end of last year, so that's enough. Besides, what's the point of talking about someone who's no longer in this world? We are still alive. So we should put our lives first, right?
Huh? I don't understand. I really think you should be at the funeral.
No, I'm not going. I'm only going to attend a discussion about inheritance.
What? Are you serious about that? Isn't that too insane?
I am the eldest son, but you should do your job as my wife. Tell them I'm on a business trip or something. Don't make a bad impression to my folks, okay? If I don't get his inheritance, it's your fault.
If you're going to say that, why don't you just attend? If it's bereavement leave, most business trips are canceled, right?
The business trip is just a made-up story. Actually, I'm going on a trip. Anyways, I'm leaving now. See ya.
What? See you? Are you serious? I've had enough of you. All right. I don't care if you regret this.
How was the funeral? I'm enjoying my trip.
I see. Enjoy. You don't have to come back.
What are you sulking about? You're not a child, so don't be like that.
Whatever.
Don't tell me you're still mad at me. Why? You alone were enough to attend my father's funeral. The inheritance meeting is next week, right? I'll definitely be there for that.
We've already decided how to divide your father's assets.
What?
We're having that discussion right now, while you're just having a good time like an idiot. When you come back, no one will welcome you anymore. They already know everything.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Don't you understand? You are stupid enough to contact me now. What do you want to do? As I said, we've already decided how to divide your father's assets.
Wait. I don't understand. I thought the meeting was next week.
I don't think anyone said it was next week.
Yes, but normally you don't talk about how to divide their assets right after death, right? Use common sense.
Did you say common sense? You've been acting the most insane. Don't talk to me about common sense. Your brother Billy and Eric, they live far away. We don't know if we can get everyone together again soon. This is the most practical thing to do, right?
Yes, but seriously? I'm the oldest son and I'm not there. Do you do important things like that?
It might be more correct to say that we decided to talk about it because you weren't around.
Huh?
You won't receive a cent of the inheritance.
Are you kidding me? Stop lying!
Your mother has already decided. It's final.
Screw you! What happened to the money? The money I was supposed to receive.
Bailey will take over your father's business. And Eric receives the land that your father owned. The remaining assets were divided between your mother and me.
What? You? What the hell does that mean? I don't understand. If you're getting the inheritance, does that mean it's my money? What do you mean?
No. You and I are already divorced.
Divorce? What the hell are you talking about?
You know what? I already know you've been cheating on me.
What are you talking about?
There's no use pretending that you don't know. I've seen the text between you and the woman you're having an affair with. I have screenshots.
What? Why?
You were going to divorce me when you received your inheritance. And you were going to live with that woman, weren't you? So you had all the divorce papers ready to go, right?
Huh? You didn't find that, did you?
Yes, I found it. So I filed the divorce papers.
What? What are you doing? That's so unnecessary.
Do you know why I received the inheritance instead of you?
How am I supposed to know that? My mother just lost her mind, didn't she? That's unacceptable.
You're gonna pay alimony, though.
What?
Your mother was worried that you never came to visit them, even though you live nearby. But all you did was talk about the inheritance. So I talked to her about my concerns. And this is the result. Good for us, right?
Was it good? Good for what?
Your mother already knew that all you cared about was the inheritance. She told me that she had decided to let me inherit the assets. Of course, I told her that she should get the part she was supposed to get.
Nothing is good. You took the inheritance I was supposed to get. I won't allow that.
You don't have to allow me. Even if you had inherited his assets, I'll claim it as alimony, so it's the same.
You're lying.
You have betrayed me and ignored your family up until this point. Don't you think this is what you deserve? Live happily with your pretty girlfriend. Oh, and I have told all of this to your company.
What?
She's an intern at your office, right? You'll be uncomfortable at the office from now on. But good luck with your work. Because there's nothing you can inherit. You have to work to live.
Wait, Hannah. You can't tell my company. Let's not get a divorce. I can't get a divorce under these circumstances.
Well, you must be mistaken.
Huh?
We're already divorced. We are strangers. You don't have to contact me anymore. You've been abandoned by your entire family. That's what you get. Bye, loser. Eventually, Brian rushed home from his trip. He visited his parents' house, but his mother was so mad with him and kicked him out. He was told not to enter the property of their house again. He was dismayed and disowned by his own brothers. Brian was also called by his supervisor at work and asked what was going on. Then it all came out and he was embarrassed. Additionally, the intern who was his girlfriend awkwardly resigned, and he lost touch with her just like that. Brian lost everything, and all he had left was his job. It was too late to regret it.